My name's Sean. I'm with the Two-Man Beer Club. I do reviews.
Hello there, stranger. How do you do? There's something I'd like to say to you. You seem surprised. I recognize.
I don't like fruit in my
beer.
Detective,
but I survive.
But I can't smell it.
You're from the place where I'm longing to be. Your smiling face seems to say to me, you're from the homeland, my sunny homeland. Tell me.
Welcome back to Two-Man Beer Club. I'm Sean. This is Welsh Rarebit. Some people call it Welsh Rabbit. I don't know why. There's no rabbit in there. But we're going to cook this up. It's a cheese sauce that people put over bread. You can put it over anything you want. But it's beer and cheese. You can't go wrong there. We're going to need a couple ingredients. We got our beer. It's a dark beer. They say to add Guinness to it. I've got this Baba Black Lager by Unita. I'm going to use that. I'm also going to use some Miller Lite, because that's what I'm drinking today. You're going to need cheese. Sharp cheese is good. You don't want stringy cheese, so if you melt it and it is like pizza, don't use that. Real cheese is not yellow. I don't know if you guys know that. Yellow is a food dye. So you get the sharp cheddar, get the white stuff. That's the good stuff. And if it's got crystals in it, that's even better. Worcester, pepper, mustard, stuff you have around the house. Everyone's got beer in their house. Hopefully, if you're watching this channel, you've got it. If you don't, you might want to make a beer run. Alright. I was going to boil down some beer, but I used the black lager instead. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Oh. Hair nets, hats. You don't want hair in your beer. Alright. So, let me get my handy dandy recipe. First calls for cheese. 8 ounces of cheese. Get your cheese in there. If you bought your cheese and it's not weighed out, get a scale. You may not need a scale. Most cheese comes in 8-ounce blocks. We got our cheese shredded. That's sharp cheese. We need a tablespoon of butter. Those little lines on your butter packs, those are tablespoons. Or a nice heavy pat of butter. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons. Teaspoon's the little guy. Everybody should have Worcestershire sauce in their house. It smells good. I think it's made out of fish. I don't know. It goes good on some steaks. So we'll get 2 of those going. 1, 2. Alright. Gives it like a salty flavor. 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. Not the stuff you're putting on your hot dog. Alright, people? That is not dried mustard. That is dried mustard with a lot of other stuff, especially vinegar. So you don't want to use that. This is ground mustard, aka dry mustard. We're going to use a teaspoon of that. Looks good. Next is 2 teaspoons of flour. I'm going to rinse this teaspoon out and dry it off. And I'll be right back because I don't feel like getting another one doing more dishes. See you soon. And we're back. Alright. I washed out my teaspoon here. I need 2 teaspoons of flour. Flour's going to thicken it up. Probably could use cornstarch, but I don't know how that's going to work. 1, 2. Alright. So we got our flour in there. Our next ingredient is pepper. You like pepper? Go big or go home. You don't like pepper? Just put a little bit in there. Still put it, you want it seasoned, so put the pepper in there. Trust me. And then we're going to take this very, very low. We want to melt the cheese. I think we need to add the beer too, because you would need a liquid in there, but it says to melt it all down and then add it, but I'm going to stop the video and go look at my instructions a little better, because I don't want to burn my cheese. Burned cheese is not good. Well, in some cases. Anyways, alright, we'll be right back. Alright people, we do need to add to moisten. It's telling me 4 tablespoons of beer, so it's probably a chug. Let me open my beer here. Alright, so we're going to pour a little in there. That's a good chug. Let me get me a spoon, swirl around in. You don't want it too wet, because then you're going to get soup. The beer should melt in... The butter's going to melt. That's going to act as a fat. It's going to get in between the cheese molecules. And then the flour is going to thicken it up. The beer is a flavor. I don't really know the science behind it. But if you look here, that black beer really got it darkened up. And again, this is unique to Baba Black Beer. Have you any wool? And as you can see, it's dark. It's like a Guinness dark. It smells the hint of like chocolatey, oatmeal, coffee-ish. Surprisingly refreshing and clean. It's not heavy dark. It's more like a milk stout. It is USDA organic. Like I care. But some people do. Made with renewable power, wind and solar. So Unita's really got it going on there with the hippie stuff. I wonder if they identify as a beer company or something else. I don't want to trigger anybody though. Alright, my butter's not even melted. Which tells you how cold these Western New York winters are when your butter's not melted and it's been sitting on the counter for a while. You don't want to agitate it too much. If you just stir it around, it's going to get clumpy. Alright, come look at it now. This is good stuff. It's usually not the color, but you usually don't use a black beer. But color has no indication of flavor. See, it's not stringy. This isn't mozzarella. You only want to heat it. Do you see my flame? My flame is not very high. I don't know if that's picking up the flame on there or not. Let me put a shadow over it. All you want to do is heat it up to melt the cheese. Now we've got the flour in there. The flour is absorbing and expanding. I can see my specks of pepper in there. If you get this too hot, the cheese and everything will burn. You'll make a roux on the bottom. It's just going to be ruined. You don't even want to take it... You don't want to turn the heat off and leave it there. Take it off the burner. That's where the heat was. I can still feel the heat there. You don't want to even leave it there. Just let it sit. I'm going to make some toast. I'm going to pour this on some toast. And I'm going to try it out. I'm hoping it's good. I'll be right back. We got our cheese going. It cooled down a little bit and it got a little stringy. I don't know if that was because I didn't cook it long enough or I brought it up. I didn't want to cook it too long. Maybe it cooled down. But still. Cheesy goodness. Got a little 12 grain. Here's my cheese. The beer's really not coming through. I think maybe next time I'll buy a little less sharp cheese. This is way sharp. But it is good stuff. If you see it on a menu, grab it. It's a good appetizer. I've never seen it on anything like a fish or a chicken or anything, but you probably could put it on there if you wanted to. I've seen beer cheese soup. There was a place they used to sell beer cheese soup around us by the airport. Stuff was fantastic. Anything made with beer, give it a try, because the beer just gives it a nice overtone. But I'm going to leave it at that. Happy cooking, and remember to like my channel. If you like it, more people see it. More people get to have fun. If you subscribe, you get to see more videos and when they come up and when I do my stupidity. This will probably be the last real show, so everything else is going to be stupidity. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers.